Hi, it's Jonathan Shrager here. I'm here with Garry Cook. Garry, first question. You've been involved in some major organisations around the world, obviously Nike, then you were at Manchester City when they were arguably on the precipice of one of the most exciting roller coasters in world football. Now you're at the UFC, which is a really dynamic organisation. Is it fair to say you thrive on really dynamic sort of work sporting environments?
Well, you know, if you look back, I think everybody loves a challenge. So it doesn't matter what walk of life you're in. But one of the great things that I'm blessed with is when I get into an organisation that needs some help and needs some work and looks like it could do with a bit of an overhaul, that's where I thrive. You know, we all thrive in different situations. But the great thing about UFC is it's always about the people, and it doesn't matter where you go. As long as you've got a great team of people all working with the same goals in mind and the same opportunities are there for everybody, then everything thrives. The ambition is often matched by the energy that comes from the people who are working in that business.
Then from 4 p.m.
And coming sort of directly before you at Manchester City, how do you, would you say you're originally a football man? Has it taken you time to kind of appreciate mixed martial arts as such?
Well, you know, I was looking after Michael Jordan's business. I wasn't a basketball man either, but I think it's not about whether you're a football man or a basketball man or a fight fan. What it is understanding the connection between your sport and the fans. Manchester City had a fan base. UFC has a fan base. It's just a bigger one because it's a global one. You know, Michael Jordan had a fan base, and it's how do you connect the business to those fans and make sure that everybody's understanding the objectives that you set forth, and build a plan, operate your plan, execute your plan, and lo and behold, create demand for the business, and that's all we've done.
Okay, and currently in terms of the UK MMA landscape, how do you kind of view UK MMA in terms of where it's at and where potentially you believe it might grow towards?
Well, I think we've only just scratched the surface. You know, we're big in Brazil, we're big in Mexico, we're big in Canada, we're huge in the USA, as you well know, but that was our origin. But I think as you look at global sports and you look at the global sports landscape, this is the fastest growing sport. In this generation, nothing has grown as quick as this business, and I think it's only a matter of time now before the European market explodes, and we're starting to see that on Saturday, March the 8th. We've got a sold-out show at the O2 Arena, the biggest arena in Europe. So you can only imagine that this is catching fire. 18 to 34-year-olds are gravitating to this business more so than any other sport.
Okay, but obviously, I mean, if we break it down to its basics, MMA and football's been around for centuries, and MMA is such a very young sport comparatively. You know, how long do you think we are away till it really becomes a true mainstream sport in most countries? Because I've heard Dana talk about how fighting's in everyone's DNA, and I understand his intrinsic point, but how long do you think, are we a decade away till the UFC is literally a household name around the globe?
What we do know is any fan of any sport, they want to know that it's authentic. What we do know is they want to see it live. Whether it's on television or whether it's physically at the event. We also know that as time goes on, there are other products that can come from your sport that are, that you would never have known about. So if you look at EA Sports introducing a virtual game, if you look at our gym business, it's a fitness business. It's actually not just about fighting, it's actually about a lifestyle. And that's the most important thing, People can be football fans and they'll usually be a fan of their team. You can be a fan of the UFC and you could love a Brazilian fighter, an American fighter, a Canadian fighter, or our very own British fighters. So this is a new way to appreciate sport. We continue to see its growth, and I think as Dana always says, it is in our DNA. More importantly, as Lorenzo says, before a ball was put into a net or put through a hoop, somebody hit somebody and everybody turned around to watch it. Maybe we were one of the first sports, and maybe we're not going anywhere.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time today, Garry. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Jonathan, thanks.